How you doing, people? Robert here, AKA Robess, Anti-Corruption Scotland. I'm going to do this video. Something has came to my attention and people have to realise everything is not what it seems, right? And you can't be decepted anymore or deceived, right? It's alleged that the juristic person, Glasgow City Council, has made a claim that 15-minute cities are going to be implemented throughout, right? Well, let me tell the people, that can be stopped in its tracks because the men and women, right, and this is the ones that's made the decision, know the council, the men and women representing the juristic person, the dead legal entity is dead, speaking, has no life, is making the claim. Right? So what we, the people, have to do is make a challenge of jurisdiction and presumption to this alleged claim and shut it down. And how you do that is you contact your MPs, MSPs and put them on notice that you challenge the jurisdiction and the presumption of authority relating to 15-minute size and that you don't consent. They have no authority, they have no jurisdiction over the men and women of the landmass of Scotland, right? The other thing as well, people now have to come together, whether they like it or not, and put a stop to this in its tracks, and that's by resist, defy, and do not comply, and do not consent. That's what it's boiling down to. These people represent these juristic persons like courts, Police Scotland, NHS, councils, social work, blah, blah, blah. It's all fraud, conveyance of fictitious, fraudulent languages being used, people, to deceive and defraud. This is called legalese and also dog Latin. They don't have this power, right? The problem we've got here is that people are confused. Firstly, they don't know who and what they are, right? That's one problem. And the second problem is they think that these people that represent corporations, dead entities, juristic persons, has authority over them and control of their lives. And that's not the case either. Once people realise who and what they are, waking up, come together with the people that's fighting the system, then change will happen. Only people can make change, right? That's a fact. These people in the legal system, legal society, including in the juristic person, the Scottish government, don't work for the people, they work for the Crown. The Crown, that's another juristic person. It's all dead legal fictions, people. Dead entities that has no life, dead speak, right? And it's called dead speak because it has no life, so you understand that, right, and comprehend it. Now, I'll be back on the street next week, Glasgow City Centre, I'm not sure where, but the first Friday, I'll be out there. As I said in the last video, they've poked a bear, and now the bear's going to poke back. Only the bear's going to poke a lot harder and expose this system for what it's doing to the people, the fraud and the damage it's doing to people's lives, and it needs to be stopped. Time for the people now to put a stop to it. No sit back and take it. Stand up and fight back. That's what we have to do as people, men and women, sons and daughters. No persons, citizens, okay? That's nothing to do with the man or woman, that's all. Word trickery to deceive and defraud, right? You're not a citizen, right? You're a fiction, that's it. Anyway, people, please pay attention to what myself is telling you, right? And the reason I'm telling you that is because I know my game and I know what I'm talking about, right? This is just a major fraud. And what's happening is you're in an invisible prison with bars that you can't see, right? And if you, the people, don't get a grip, these bars are going to close and you will see them because you have no life, no control. It's also came to my attention, I talk about digital ID by alcohol, right? Now, what I'm going to say to that is, if these people are going to start using this nonsense against the people, right, depending how desperate these people are for these services, it's time to boycott them. Don't go near them. Don't buy anything for them, and they'll change their corporate policy, right? When they start losing money, then they'll change their attitude. Don't keep feeding the beast. I had a dispute with somebody the other day relating to digital ID, and he was kind of confused with the digital ID, right? He says, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to accept it. I says, well, let me ask you one question. When you get to your supermarkets, there's scanners, there's ones for cash and there's ones for card only. Do you use them? He went, yes. I says, at the top of the scanners, there's a screen and you see your face on it. He says, that's right. I says, what do you think that is? That's part of the process of digital ID, did he? And he looked at me in shock. He said, what? I said, they're taking the profiling you out of that checkout. That's part of the system. Why would they need a television screen to look at you when you're doing your shopping? That's part of the process. And if I was you and you've any common sense, what you should do is go to the checkout only. Pay by card there or pay by cash. Recommended you pay by cash because this is going to stop the digital currency as well. Everybody has to go back. I know a lot of people are used to cards, it's convenient, but it's not about convenience anymore, people. It's about keeping your rights and freedom of choice, right? That's what it's about. Don't be deceived with these fancy gadgets, right? Everything, your smartphone, Alexa and all the rest of them, you're getting tracked, your smart meters and your gadgets, you're being tracked. That's why they're called smart, right? They track you, so they've got control of you and you don't even know it. Change your way of thinking, use common sense, no right from wrong, right? That's what you have to realise now, right from wrong. We're right and they're wrong, and they're committing wrong every day against every man and woman, son and daughter in the lands of massive Scotland, and they don't even know it because they're too ignorant, too dumb, or just don't care, right? Well, I care. Nobody's going to control my life, right? My life is my property. Everything attached to me is my property, including my mind, my freedom of speech. Everything is mine, excluded from all others in a legal system, a legal society. And the only way they can implement anything against a living man or living woman is if they make a superior claim and call you their property. And if they get away with that, then you're just nothing but a modern day slave. Anyway, people, this 15-minute series, I'm going back on the street, get behind Anti-Corruption Scotland and Glasgow outreach and all groups across the whole of the landmass of Scotland. It's time to stand up, be counted and fight back. Let's take these tyrants and put them where they should be. Sit down, wagging their tail, and we'll feed them a bone when they're good wee boys and lassies, alright? Anyway, people, please share this information far and wide. It's only a wee information video, but it's fact, and I'll verify it, and I say in any video that I do, on oath, under a penalty of perjury in any court jurisdiction in the lands of Scotland, England, Ireland, Wales, the Court of Session or the Supreme Court or beyond, there's nobody that I'm aware of will state that claim. I'm making a big claim there, people, and right up to now, it's never been rebutted by anybody in the legal system, legal society. So that means I'm right and they're wrong. Please share this information far and wide, and I hope you have a good Christmas and a happy New Year. Be safe and take care. And don't let the tyrants in the legal system, legal society, bring you down. Speak soon, people. A lot more to come. Be safe. Take care.